And the governor actually picked his own mug today, the Hartford Whalers. And Governor, I need to ask you, as you watch this, what is the very latest on any potential return of an NHL team to Hartford?
You know, I will tell you that I have had a series of meetings with representatives of folks who want to put a bid in to acquire one of the teams that is rumored to be for sale, or to go after an expansion team. I have assured them that I would work with them on that. You know, if you talk about the XL Center right now, we're going to spend $35 million on making sure that we can get some additional life out of it. But if we were to get an NHL team, we'd have to be talking about something very different, and people want to know whether we would consider that. It's one of the oldest facilities in the nation right now that we're currently operating. But if you had asked me this question 14, 15 months ago, I would say there's no chance. And all of a sudden, because of some of the, actually I think in part because of the strike in the NHL, the damage that caused, some realignment that's taking place, do we have a shot at it? We have a shot at it, and I'm going to go for it.
Is this a viable NHL market, in your opinion?
Based on the number of I actually have previously said 2 groups. There's now 3 groups that I've had discussions with.
3 groups now.
3 groups. Obviously, they think it's viable, and to have a team on the eastern seaboard and particularly in the Northeast is something that ownership is interested in.
What about the NHL? What are we hearing from them? There's been some scuttlebutt that they sent some people to scout around Hartford recently?
Yeah, you know, I had a discussion with a commissioner a couple of years ago, and he made it very clear that he did not think that the current facility was up to snuff for an NHL team, and I understand that. But my position is, you know, let's give it a little time. Let's figure out whether NHL is going to be real. Eventually, we're going to have to replace the XL Center. But how we replace it needs to be driven by the usage. Right now, what we can say is that UConn will be playing Hockey East games there starting this coming fall. Boston College, Boston University, Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Notre Dame will be playing there on a regular basis. If you want to support professional hockey coming back to Hartford, then you better be supporting UConn hockey.
What about AHL? Now, people say that's irrelevant, that supporting the college hockey is more important to the NHL.
I think that we have the possibility of demonstrating our allegiance to hockey, that this is really the big draw. Now, you look at the crowds that are going to see Yale play, or Quinnipiac play, or even on a bad night, see who shows up at a UConn Sacred Heart game, which I went to recently at the XL Center. We need to demonstrate that we can turn good crowds out on a regular basis, that the corporations and the community want NHL back in Hartford. I want them back, but we need to demonstrate that.
So your office has had no discussions with any other NHL executives?
I have not. Actually, I should say this, that some of the folks who have spoken to me have had discussions. We have not spoken to the NHL, and I don't think there's a reason to unless there's a real group that is making a bid for a team.
These ownership groups you're talking about.
Right. Now, these are folks who've come to us to have conversations and want to know whether we are interested. We are interested. Do we understand that a new XL Center would have to be in the offing? We understand that there has to be one in the offing one way or the other.
Governor Malloy, we thank you so much for being with us here this Sunday, and best of luck in the campaign, whatever you decide to do.
Thanks.
We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching today. We'll see you back here next Sunday.